To provide the whole planet with power, you'd need to have 7 billion cyclists. Each one should make 720 kilometers per day. Yes, that's a lot. Power plants are here to help us, including the nuclear ones. It's a complete science. All types of power industries, well except the solar one, work on the same principle. There's a generator to put into action, say turning pedals. Thermal power plants burn oil, coal or gas. They start up steam and gas turbine systems. Water turns the blades of hydro turbines. Wind turns the blades of wind turbines. Current flows from generator into transformer and then wires and wires. So the current of the socket comes from various sources. Nuclear power is incredibly efficient. Imagine this video to be played by all computers in the world. You'd need 100 tons of coal for this, or just 1 kilogram of fuel pellets used at the nuclear power plants. Globally, there are over 400 of such plants with a total power of 370 gigawatts. That's how much power could be made by a bicycle with the size of one sun. Today, most of the actual nuclear power units are based in developed countries. One of the global nuclear leaders is Russia. Nuclear fuel produced by fuel company of Rosatom TVEL is supplied to 15 countries worldwide. Why nuclear industry is seen as so promising? It's the most eco-friendly as a nuclear plant does not pollute the environment, unlike coal, oil or gas which are used at the thermal power plants. All of them contain sulfur. When combusted, it's discharged into the air and along with the acid rains falls out on the ground. But there's more. Ash of the thermal power plants contains radioactive materials. Nuclear one has no ash at all. Thus, you are safe to hold uranium pellets in hands or in gloves, for the uranium activity grows only upon the start of the reaction in the reactor. So, how does it all work? Everyone knows Einstein's formula. E stands for energy, M mass, and C the light speed. That is, the mass is interlinked with the energy. Since the light speed is a colossal number, if we extracted energy out of a mobile, it'd be enough for a mobile to work for 100 years without any recharge. But by now, man hasn't learned to extract this energy. You'd need just one match for heating 3 blocks, but at present, it can only warm up our hands for some seconds. Nuclear power plants are much more efficient than the thermal ones. They work on another principle. Why to speak of uranium? It's a chemical element varying by the number of isotopes. These varieties are uranium-234, uranium-235 and uranium-238. 238 is a mass number that is a sum of elementary particles, neutrons and protons in a nucleus. So uranium is a unique element of Mendeleev's table. Its isotope 235 lacks 3 neutrons. Thus, the nucleus is unstable and it splits into halves when it collides with neutron. In this case, additional 2-3 neutrons are emitted that may collide with the adjacent nucleus. Nature has more uranium than gold or silver. It's found even in the seawater. How is uranium converted into fuel? Uranium ore is crushed and put into the chemical solution with powder obtained as a result, triuranium octoxide. The powder is dissolved in the acid and mixed with fluorine. The resulted gas is taken to the process plant. There, it's pumped into centrifugal separators with its rotors revolving at a rate of 1500 revolutions per second. This equipment is unique. Even the size of centrifuges is a state secret. Rotating heavier uranium-238 is dashed against the walls while lighter uranium-235 accumulates in the center. In order to enrich uranium, it's passed through a lot of these centrifuges. Funny thing, the enrichment is just about separating the useless. At the final stage, the enriched uranium is converted into pure uranium dioxide. Exposed to high temperatures, uranium powder is turned into fuel pellets. They are placed into thin tubes made of zirconium alloy. We call them fuel elements. They are combined in the fuel assembly and loaded into a nuclear reactor. How does nuclear power plant operate? It converts nuclear power into thermal one, thermal into mechanical, and mechanical into electrical. Nuclear reaction occurs in the fuel elements. The heat released heats up the water, water converts into steam, and steam rotates an electric generator turbine. In fact, the huge pipes at nuclear power plants are not pipes. They are cooling towers for rapid steam cooling. It's amazing. Uranium isotopes, chain reactions, nuclear physics, and all the efforts made for finally boiling water. Today, Russian nuclear scientists work on such a technology solution for our future as a closed nuclear fuel cycle. Their innovative fast neutron reactors are capable of working on used fuel and generating the new one for other reactors. This is a firm step to the future towards safe and almost inexhaustible energy.